Hey guys, what's up? NoSa Media here, and I'm going to be bringing you a simple text tutorial in Cinema 4D. So let's get started. What you're first going to want to do is put out a floor. So you're going to put out a floor, and you're going to stretch it to whatever size you want. So after you do this, hold on, there we go. After you do that, you're going to go to MoGraph, MoText, and you're going to make sure that this is middle. You always want your text in the middle. That way everything's aligned, and you're going to do whatever you want. I'm going to do NoSa, and down here you're going to click your font, and I'm going to choose a nice simple font. It's called Cafe Nero. I really like this font because it's plain and blocky. So, and I click bold so that it looks bigger. And remove the horizontal spacing a little bit. And you're going to change the depth to around 100. That way it has that nice thick letters that people like to see in their images. And what you get right here so far is just plain text. Doesn't look that nice, but here you're going to add a sky, and that adds lighting to it. And after you do that, you're going to go back in your text. You're going to go to caps, fillet cap for the first one, and fillet cap for the end too. And you're going to put this to about 8 and lower this down to 1 step. Or no, the radius 1, steps 8 for both of them. And what it does is it smooths out that edge. Oh no, we need one more step on both, or one more radius on both of them. And it smooths out that hard edge that you see. I'm just gonna keep going up until it looks nicer. There we go. See how it's smoother around all everywhere. And now you're going to come over here. Actually, no. You're going to make a light. No, yeah, you're going to do this. You're going to make a material, and you're going to pick the color. I'm going to do a whitish blue. And you're going to click luminance. And you're going to make that around the same color. But you're going to lower the opacity to about 80. Then you're going to do reflection, and you're going to lower that down to, I'd say 20, and you're going to click the texture and go to Fresnel. And Fresnel is going to make it mix the color with the reflection, and you're going to lower that down to about 60. Okay, I'm going to grab this and drag it onto your text. Now that makes a really nice sleek lettering. And then you go into your render settings, make sure the output's 1280 by 720, because that's the best output because it's already standard size. You're going to save this as I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And you're going to choose where you want to save it. I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Call it NoSa. Then you're going to go into anti-aliasing, or whatever you want to call it. And this first drop down, you're going to choose best. And then you're going to change these based on how many gigs of RAM you have. If you have 2 or over, I would suggest moving this to 2. If you have 4 gigs of RAM, I would suggest moving the second one to 8 by 8, just because the render time would take a whole bunch longer if you did it with a smaller RAM. And you're going to come down here and click ambient occlusion, and the contrast, you're going to change that to 10%. And then you're going to click global illumination, and you're going to make the diffuse depth 5. And you're gonna X out of you're gonna X out of that. And now you come over here and you click a light, and you're going to zoom out a little bit so that you can move this light. I'm going to bring it up like that. You're going to make the light an area light, and you're going to put shadow maps on soft, and lower this down to about 50. And you're going to put the color of the light a light blue white. And now if you look at the text, it's going to take longer to render because you're adding that global illumination and a whole bunch of other stuff. The ambient occlusion, you have the lights up now. So just let this render out. All these white dots are actually the changes in light. So there's so many here because there's so many different changes of light. Like there's shadows in here and all this stuff. And I have nothing to talk about because it shouldn't take this long to render, but because I'm recording, it takes a lot longer. So this is the ambient occlusion doing that, and the global illumination is what makes this, like, with all the dots and everything. So alright, it's going faster now, so I'm just gonna let it render out and I'll come back when it's finished. Hey guys, I'm back, and sorry that took so long. It took 2.5 minutes, 2.5 minutes just to render this. It's probably just because I'm recording this crap. So yeah, you get this really nice text. You have the nice glow of shadows underneath, and you have the reflections in here. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. I know I'm not specific enough. I'm not making these tutorials for beginners. I'm making them for people who know somewhat what they're doing. But if you guys want me to make a beginner tutorial, just leave a comment down in the description and I'll be sure to do that. And make sure you tell me what program to use, because some people don't have Cinema 4D, and again, some people don't have Photoshop. So yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.